Hi friends, today we are going to be drawing a Jeep, letter J, Jeep. So to draw a Jeep, you're going to need your crayons and your J paper, your Jeep paper. To start off, you're going to be drawing the wheels. So we're going to start down here. Make sure you don't do it too far down where the wheels are going to be going over the word Jeep, but you just need to make sure they're down here. Okay, so we're going to draw two large wheels, one on each side. Make sure that they're about the same size. Here's one wheel, and here's my other wheel. So make sure, again, they're about the same size. All right, those are the wheels. Now we need to do the inside portion of the wheels. So we're going to draw another circle on the inside for each of them. And then once you're done with that, you're going to draw a little tiny circle in the middle. And from there, you're going to make fancy wheels by putting 5 circles. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 circles. Now they don't have to be all exactly the same. Just make sure you do 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now those are my fancy wheels. From there, we're going to kind of follow along the path we've already made with our wheels. I'm going to start right in front of this wheel. So right here by the wheel, we're going to get as close as we can without touching. So we're going to draw a straight line across from the front of our wheel back to the back of our wheel and stop. Then we're going to go right next to it, almost to the bottom of the wheel, but not quite because we don't want it to touch the ground, right? So about halfway to our wheel. Then we're going to do the same, continuing straight across to our other wheel and stop before we touch it though. Then you're going to go up till you get over the wheel and stop. You're going to go directly across the wheel and stop. Then directly down, and you're going to stop it at about the same point. So I like to work backwards and go from my line up and stop. Then we're going to draw a little tiny bumper out. So it's just a little line out the side. And we're going to trace that line that we just did to make our rims for our Jeep. So we're tracing straight across. We stop once we're past our line. We go down, but we don't stop to touch it. Keep going across. Stop before we touch again there. Up, stop, across again, making sure we're not touching. Back down this way, and again out this side. Now we're done with the rim part. So now we're just going to connect the two for our bumper here and our bumper in the front. So that's the bottom portion of our Jeep. From here, we're going to start on the front of our Jeep over here. We're going to go up about a finger's worth, excuse me. And then you're going to go back across this way. A little bit of a curve because Jeeps aren't straight right here. So we're just going to curve ever so slightly back towards the center of the vehicle. And then you're going to figure out where you think the middle is right here. And you're going to stop right there. So I think my middle is about right here. So I'm going to continue my line to about there. That's the middle of my vehicle. All right, now we're going to go out the back over here for the back of our Jeep. So we're going to start at the bumper. Oh, we're going to give a little lip and go straight up. Now, if I was to stop here, okay, that would be the continuation of my car all the way, but we need a place for people to sit. So we're going to double that by going up the back, keep continuing up. And we'll stop here. That looks about right, but we're going to check it out on the other side. So in the front here, we're going to go up just ever so slightly and then back towards that other one I already did. Oh, look, I did a good job. Made it right back to it. All right, so there is the basis of our Jeep. We're going to give it a little light up here. So we're going to draw like a curved line down to the bumper. Give it some lines because it's, all-terrain vehicle. All right, then we need to give us some windows, right, for people to see through. So we're going to go right along the side here, right next to it without touching it. Stop before we get to the bottom. Come back this way, about halfway between the front and the back. We're going to do a square or rectangle, depending on how big you made your Jeep. All right. And then this window is going to be the same, a little bit longer maybe than the other one, but the same length, the same height across. All right, all the way to the back and stop again. All right, now this is the back of our Jeep. So we need a line that goes from between the two of these straight down, past both the windows, and then straight to the back. That's the back portion of our Jeep, right? All right, we need a handle to get in our Jeep. So we need to just draw a little tiny rectangle there. Make sure it's before this part of the window because that's the part that goes back, right? All right, and we're going to draw half of a square right here. This is going to be the side mirror. So get it closest to you can to the window, but not quite. We're not going to draw it all the way over. We're going to stop a little bit. All right, they got to match up. So Mrs. C is going to make her top a little bit longer. All right, now it kind of goes at an angle here when it holds onto the car. So you're going to go from that line down, from that line down, and across. That's our mirror. The other thing that a Jeep would have if we were going four-wheel driving is a wheel on the back. So we're going to draw a wheel on the back, but we're going to draw it so it's at the side of our wheel. So you're going to draw two small curved lines, one here and one about here, about the sides of your wheel. Then you're going to continue it to the line, make them connect. There's my wheel. All right, there's my cap. I'm going to make it wavy lines so you can see like the tread of my wheel, right? So we know it's a wheel. All right, and then we need to give it the special hubcap that we put on there. There's a couple circles on it, so we know that's our hubcap. All right, right on the back of our car. So I'm going to give a little bit black so we know that there's something between it. If you touched yours, you can just leave it touched, but I'm going to give like a little space right here so we know that it's connected. All right, there's our Jeep. Now, we're going to go ahead and color in those wheels black. Okay, color in the wheels back black, but keep that fancy. Remember, we did the fancy rims on it. We don't want to color those in black. We just want the wheels black. I think I want to make mine go up a little bit higher. I want fatter wheels. That's okay if you decide to do that. All right, there's my one wheel. Here's my other wheel. Again, keeping the center part not black. All the way around. All right, now you're going to make a decision. What color do you want your Jeep? You can do it blue, you can do it green, or red, I think. Blue, green, or red. That's up to you. I'm going to do mine green because I'm going to make it like to go in the forest. So I'm going to do all of the center portion green. So watch what I mean by that. So all of this is green. It's going to color quickly so you can see. You're going to color nicer than Mrs. Stevens, so right? Okay, all of this is green. Going up this way. All right, I'm going to turn my paper because it makes it easier for Mrs. Stevens. But if you don't want to turn your paper, you don't have to. Helps me stay in the lines though when I turn my paper. All right, so this section here is all green. We're not going to color in the mirror because we're going to color that a different color so we can see that it's actually a different thing. All right. All right. Again, you're going to color it much better than me, making sure there's no white spaces on your Jeep. All right, and you go up here between the windows. And right here, you're just going to do a little bit between half because part of it's going to be a windshield, right? All right. There. Actually, we're going to color it all in. I think it looks silly if you don't. The glass is in the front. You wouldn't be able to see it anyways. All right, there you go. I'm going to do a orange rim all the way around. You can choose a different color. Do a lighter color, like if you did green, maybe do orange or yellow or a tan, something like that. I'm doing mine orange because remember I told you want mine to be able to go like stealth in the forest. All right. But whatever you color here, you're going to do the same on your back window. So we know it's a separate piece. All right, but don't color in your window because that needs to be clear to see through. All right. And then whatever you did for the those two pieces, you're also going to do for your mirror, just so you can see that it's a mirror. All right, there we go. Now we're going to color in the light over here. We're going to make sure that they can see, right? So I'm going to color mine in yellow. You can go right over those lines. It's not going to be a big deal. All right, there we go. You like our Jeep? All right, now our Jeep goes off-roading. So go ahead and get out a brown crayon. You're going to kind of do waves and zigzags so we can show because it's an off-roading Jeep, right? So we're going to do like a wavy, bumpy line. All right, again, I like to turn it sideways. I'm going to shade a little bit here. Make sure you don't go over that word Jeep. All right. There's our Jeep, right? Here we go. Get up in those little bumpies that you made. Nice and slow, not pressing hard. Remember, we're kind of doing like a little bit of a shading. Remember when I hold my crayon like this down, it's a shade. When I hold it up like this, I'm coloring it, right? Using my crayon correctly. So I'm shading. I'm just using the side of the crayon. All right, there's my Jeep. When you're all done, you're going to get out your magic color. What color should I use today? I think I'm going to do like a greenish blue. So when we write our letter J, we're going to start at the top, just like all our letters. We're going to go top down and then curve the bottom. Again, the lowercase does the same, but it goes lower. Then it gets a little dot on top for our letter J. All right, then we go down here, little lowercase j, down and around with a little dot on top. The E's start in the middle. They go to the right and they curve back like the letter C. Do it again, out and around like a C. For that letter P, we're going to go straight down. We're going to jump back up and do a backward C. Make sure you continue it all the way around so it touches the top and the bottom of the letter P. Then don't forget, down here at the bottom, you're going to write your name. My name is Mrs. Stevens. So I'm going to write Mrs. Stevens, but you are not named Mrs. Stevens, so you're not going to write that name. You're going to write your name. Good job, my friends. Keep up the good work.